happy Friday, the 8th of March. How are we all? You'll have to excuse my hair. I'm trying not to wash it today, but I think it's going to have to go up. So how are we all? So thank you very much for all your comments and your likes and your positivity towards me and joining me. Let me just clean my glasses. I'm looking at the camera thinking, oh, that's a bit cloudy. I think it could be me. So happy International Women's Day. Oh my word, how can I do it there? That's what we're supposed to be doing today. Yay. So happy International Women's Day, and I celebrate you all, one and all. Oh my word, what a wonderful day for us females to have and to acknowledge each other. I think I mentioned before at Girls' Brigade on Wednesday, we incorporated this into the evening, and I'd cut some pictures out and pasted them on some boards, and we had a really interesting discussion. First of all, wanted the girls to see if they could acknowledge anybody. We had, Mary from the Bible and Esther, and then I tried to sort of take a mix of people, of women. We had Nicola Adams, who's the first female black boxer that won a gold medal for us at the Olympics in 2012, and she's retired now, but she retired undefeated, and she was amazing and is amazing. She's raised that profile of all young black women, and for women in general, that they can box. If that is their choice, then they have that choice. We were looking at Leah Williamson, the captain of the Lionesses, and the Lionesses as a whole, how they were compared, a female team to a male team, and how their approach to football was different. We have one young lady in our group who plays, I think she plays for county, but there were quite a few hands up. We have about 12 girls that they play football at school, and they couldn't see that there should be any difference between them and the boys, and we were like, wow, go girls. And then we had a discussion. It's for women sort of all over the world. So I had Michelle Obama up there, and the majority of the girls, when we've got your girls that are in year 1 and year 2, so they're sort of 6, 7, so they are quite young, but they knew who she was. But what was interesting is that they knew her name, but as the wife of Barack Obama. And I said to them, if Barack Obama was on that board, I said, we would be saying that he was the first black president. We wouldn't be saying that he was the husband of Michelle Obama. We need to sort of think about changing our language. Michelle Obama was the first black First Lady of the United States, and she raised the bar in all sorts of areas, and she was a successful lawyer in her own right. She was well educated. So yes, that was interesting. And then I had Maya Angelou up there, who I greatly admire for her backstory and the way she came away from oppression but never forgot where she came from, and how she has inspired others through her work, her poetry, her literature, the talks that she's given, the causes that she has supported. They weren't too sure on her. Julia Donaldson, they didn't recognise her. And these names are only a few. They didn't recognise her, but they recognised her books, and they could explain, the stories of the books and quote the titles and everything. So that was really nice. Jacqueline Wilson, I was actually lucky enough to meet her when I was on teacher training, and I was invited to the evening. Oh my word, what a gracious lady. And I do admire her because she always has like a female protagonist, but doesn't portray females as the stereotypes. So we had quite an interesting discussion about that and the books that they had read. And then we had the Queen. They all knew who the Queen was, who was lovely. And what they didn't quite understand, obviously because of their age, is that when she came to become Queen in 1952, how different a life was for a female then. So we were talking about that, and we were talking about the Equality Act, being paid the same if a male and a female were in a job, that the male would probably, in most cases, be paid more than the female because he was supposed to be more worthy because he had a family to support. And they just couldn't get their heads around it. And it was really interesting, and rightly so, that if you are doing the same job as somebody else, you should get paid exactly the same. I don't want to be too political here, but it's just, I think it fits in with this segment. And then we had the Princess of Wales. So we had the Queen, and then we had the Princess of Wales. So she represents sort of the modern day and where she is coming from, and her focus on early years. And she's not one for, oh, I'll do this charity, or I'll do this, or I have this high profile. When you listen to her speaking, it's always about the charity. And it's always about, the focus is always on the charity that she is supporting and trying to lift the profile up. So yeah, very interesting women. So I'd be very interested to hear from you, who is your iconic woman of the past. It would be, for me, would be the Queen, because of what she went through in her 96 years of her life. And I'll come back later and explain to you who hasn't replaced the Queen, but is on that shelf. Yeah, is on that shelf. When I was talking about World Book Day yesterday, I mentioned that Jane Eyre was my favourite book, but I don't think I told you why. The reason being is education. It's set in Victorian times, and for Victorians, they were supposed to be seen to be very charitable. So if they took somebody in, perhaps like a poor relation or an orphan, they were deemed to be very charitable. Not necessarily always the case. There is, and I've read this book many times, there is a scene, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, where Jane hides behind the curtains, and I still find that painful. And the scene in the Red Room, I find that incredibly distressing. It is very well written. Jane is sent to boarding school, and it's education that frees her. So she's as free as a bird. And I might even share some of my favourite quotes with you. But yes, and I believe that is education and what that can do for you. So I have a book for today, and I might share some books over March with you. And I read a variety of books. I read fiction, non-fiction, all sorts of things. And this is the book about Malaya. She was a girl that was shot in the head by the Taliban when she was on her way to school, because they didn't believe, or don't believe, that a woman should be educated past sort of primary age. She was brought to this country. The surgeons saved her life, and she has continued to lift the flag for education for women. Really good read. And a couple of the girls had read the book, the older girls, my seniors. So very interesting discussion. So yeah, I'll be interested to hear what you're reading. Did I show you what I'm reading? I'll share that later. Right, let's have a look. I think I've shown you this 1,000 times. Let me get all of them. As it's it's day 8, so we've had 7 days, so I'll show you my progress on the lanterns. Where did I put it? Now I thought I put it somewhere, but I could find it easily. No. Where is it? Just bear with me and I'll go and find it. Here we are. My scarf was over the top, that's why I couldn't see it. So we have day 1, day 2. I'm trying to show my mouth so you can see. Day 3. That's better, isn't it? And day 4. Wasn't there 2 that were the same? I'll undo these. Try not to get them out of order. Yeah, I'll lay them out. That'll be better, won't it? If I lay them out. Yeah, I'll lay them on the table and then I'll turn the camera around. So this is day 5, which I think I've shown you. Yeah, 1,000 times. But I've been sitting there in the evening and I've just been making it, and I've said to my husband, oh, I said, have a look at this. And he said, oh, he goes, that's nice, that's nice. Because all they're different. What's that one? That's day 6. And then this was day 7's yesterday. Yay! So I'm really pleased that I've made March the focus, and I think if I carry on and get my 31, I'll have broken the back of this blanket. So I now have a March Vlogs book. I was thinking, do you remember, if you're similar age to me, when you used to cover your exercise book at school with like wallpaper, normally wallpaper. My girls used to do it, so I don't know if they still do it. I'll have to find out. So, thank you very much for those of you that commented and said that I should still continue to share like my colours. And I think it is quite an interesting concept just to see. Yeah, I'll have to see if Mrs. Jacks can explain this equation for me that he worked out without having to repeat everything. But there are some repetitions in my blanket because I was trying to follow the pattern layout. I was trying to follow that and then I gave up. Right, so according to Mr. Jacks, I should keep all the colours to one side. So last night's colours, yesterday's colours, are all on here with the joining yarn. So that means 4 more yarns today. Right. He's laughing at me because he's just come in the room. Right, okay. Oh, right. Colour number 1. Oh. Colour number 2. Oh, lovely. Colour number 3. Oh, okay. And colour number 4. That daffodil is always in there, it seems. So I have heather. If I think about it, I'm like, oh, I want to say coral. Not sure if it is coral. Let's have a look. Coral, melon. So heather, coral. No, it isn't. Heather, melon, fern, daffodil. Oh, that's going to make a lovely lantern, isn't it? I should do it that one, yeah. That's going to be a lovely lantern. So I'm getting quicker. And then I've got 2 rows. At the beginning of the week, I had 2 rows to join on my blanket, so it took me up to 10. And when I sat in the other room the other week, last week, and I was trying to join it, it was just so cumbersome. So I came and sat out here on the kitchen table, spread myself out, and I think that's what I need to do. It's just too heavy, the weight of my blanket. And with all the aches and pains that I've got at the moment, I can't have anything because I'm like, oh my word. Oh, I haven't told you, have I? I joined the first row, so I have 1 row left to join. So here we are. Let's move this chair out of the way. So I think in total I've got 6 more rows to go on here. Does it look more like a blanket now? It's going to be longer than it's wider. You see what I mean about how often the daffodil is in there? Yeah, and I've got a marker for the top of the blanket. And so day one will always go here. Oh, right, okay. Oh, no. So I was just thinking, why am I just doing a lantern? So the next strip I've got, I think, starts with half a lantern. So that'll be on there. And then this row is going to go on. Yes. I am a bit in love with that. Do you ever have a project you really want to do and then just things get in the way and you just, it can be an effort to pick it up, but I think I'm in the lantern mood now. Right, let me just turn you round. So, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, oh, get it in, and day 7. Oh, so I'm really happy with that. I've been doing my jobs this morning because, I've been a bit, I've been here because I've been out and about. So it's I think about 20 to 1 now. So I'm gonna have a bit of lunch. Yes, I've had a bath. Got my lounge wear on, and that's it now. Oh no, it isn't. I was about to say that's it for me today, job wise, but I've got 2 more floors to wash, but they're only small, the utility floor and the utility hall, so I'll do those in a bit. I want to walk the dogs and supposed to have some lunch. Oh my God, I was so stuffed yesterday. We had, they went for breakfast, which you'll see. I had an enormous portion of scrambled egg and 2 huge sausages and a piece of toast. I gobbled up the toast. It was wholemeal, but I did manage that. I managed half the scrambled egg and 1 and a bit of the sausages. Did we have any lunch? No, I don't think we had any lunch. Well, then I had popcorn. I had a whole small popcorn. That was really bad. But we haven't been to pictures since last October. Went to see, was it Nelson? No, it wasn't Nelson. It was the other one, wasn't it? Oh, I'll have to find out. It's gone. And then we come back and I had a slice of bread and butter, and then I had some salmon and some prawns. And I had some prawns, and that was it. That was my dinner. I didn't even touch my cream cake, and no alcohol. So after all that you can't have it, and you want it. And then when I was allowed it, I was like, yeah, no, don't want it. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Where's Barney? Over there. Watch it fall over. Just see, things are starting to spring into life, aren't they? All the new buds, shoots coming, all the brambles. Oh! Yes, I nearly caught my loungewear. Oh, we're supposed to be getting snow next week.
Yes, it's like a snow bomb. The snow bomb there wasn't.
Yeah. Well, what was it? A storm of 87? The Michael Fish.
Oh yeah. Fish.
Yeah.
It's always the clip that's shown, isn't it?
Yeah. I must admit, I was terrified. I was living in London at the time, and there was scaffolding up next door. I thought the scaffolding was going to come through the window, swaying, backwards and forwards with such force. Come on, boys. Let's go this way through the forest. Oh, Steve, look at Bronte. She's on the scent or something. Come on. Good boy, Bob. What's down that hole, Brunt? Is that a mouse? Come on, girl. Cloudy today. Hello. Not as gorgeous as it was the other day. It's still pleasant. I'm not moaning. Yeah, lovely. The dogs are enjoying it, which is good. Nice to get out and some fresh air. Oh, no, isn't that cold? Isn't that cold? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm talking to the camera. Mr. Jacks thought I was in trouble. I was laughing. Hello. Oh, we've been for a walk. I've just come upstairs. Cheers. In a special mug. Builder's tea. I have had a herbal today. I was going to share with you a lady that I admired. I admire lots of women. There's a lady at church, I honestly can't tell you her name. I can tell you her first name, I think. There's Anne, who's been quite, what's the word? She's leading the church to open, it's called Choc Church on a Thursday morning. And it's kind of snowballing. And we have a team now, the Choc Church team. I haven't been able to go, so I'm hoping to go, for a few weeks. I'm hoping to go next week. And it started off with offering hot chocolate to the children, like a hot drink and something to eat. And people are making donations, like healthy donations for the children to have something to eat, to be able to come into church. And it's just snowballing. We had 50, the church, there's a school attached to the church. And I think the most numbers were 50 that we had. And for the parents to come in and have a drink, or, if it's convenient, to come back afterwards. So that little group is growing. So that is a community that's growing there as well. And these are not necessarily people that would come to church. And everybody has very different views. And I think it's absolutely fine to, just pop in. And church is there in all sorts of ways, all sorts of variety of ways. And then she started like a uniform drive, because if you haven't got somebody to hand it down to, then what do you do? And obviously you try and hand it down, and it's things like like PE kits and ties and things like that. So that's growing. I noticed on Wednesday the rack is in the ladies. There's like a little walkway before the toilet. So because I was about to say it's in the toilets, but it's not in the toilets, it's just before. So the school dresses are in there as well. And if you've got more than one girl, which I had, it gets more and more expensive. She's really, really inspirational. And our leader for Girls Brigade, our district commissioner, once you get to 65, you have to apply to the special dispensation. I think you're allowed it twice, and then that's it. So she's in an unofficial role, bless her, and she is amazing. And she's in her 70s, but she's there for all of us, in any shape or form. So yes, they're the two ladies that I would like to mention this time. I'm also very inspired by the story of Rosa Parks. And this is Tofta doing the Inspirational Women. So I'll show you. I've made 2. And this is a lady that was very inspirational for us women. And this is Emmeline Pankhurst. And that's my very first crocheted Toft doll. Oh my word, I'm so proud of her. And the person that inspired me was Martin from, is it Knit Blog 365? Yes. And I was very lucky to meet him at East Anglia Yarn Show last year, so I was able to tell him in person. So I have all the boxes under my desk, and I hadn't got any out. But once he started, I was like, right, okay. So she's just got the plain hands, yeah, love her. I'd like one of those, I don't know what they're called, like a glass dome thing. I don't know if they're plastic, acrylic. If you know where you can get those to put over the dolls, please let me know, because yeah, it's under the window, so they'll get a bit dusty. Right, make sure they stay still. So I made these about 18 months ago, and this is for the Queen's Diamond Jubilee. So I made her, and she sat on our table. We had a big like family gathering. Oh my word, look, she was so much fun to make. She has got hands. Yeah, she does have 4 fingers, 4 digits, but yeah, I think she might have like a little bit of arthritis. Can you see her? Look at all her rubies. Oh my word, so that was a feat and a half. Yes. So Rosa Parks is the next one that I want to make. She was the second in the series, and whether I'll start her this month or not, I don't know, but she's definitely, I've made my decision now, so I might even just start in April. I do find the Toft, making it on the, the vlogs and things every day, I find I put a lot of pressure on myself, so we'll see. So I've been here this afternoon. I've got to have a good tidy up and sort. Well, tidy up. It just needs tidying. And I need my duster. Threw that over there the other day. My mum's coming to stay. We're going to pick her up tomorrow. It'll be the first time she stays since 2019. So it's pre-COVID. So we're looking forward to that, Mr. Jackson and I. And then we're all getting together on. Yeah, we're all getting together on Sunday for Mother's Day. I've invited everybody to my daughter's house. We're all putting in, and they're ordering like sandwiches and like a big cake and everything. And then I think my daughter's done the shopping, but I said to her, I'll pay for some sausage rolls and pork pies. I think she's getting crisps and some drink, like pop stuff. So yeah, we'll be together. So we'll be sick of sight of each other. So the Toft dolls, you can only get the pattern if you bought the kit. But this is a really good book. Not that I've crocheted anything from it. And it's The Iconic Women Who've Changed the World. And it's by Carla Mitarani. I'm not sure. But this is a beautiful, beautiful book. And there they are. And I think Jeanette has made the Queen. And yeah, they're really, really lovely. Is it Susan from Little Mousy Make? No, Little Mousy Makes. Oh, I'll have to write it. I'll have to put it down here. Yeah, she's made a couple of those, and they're beautiful. Yeah, she's a lovely crafter. So I'm going to. I found the pattern. But it's a better picture. Why I'd separated it, I don't know. But yeah, look at those. So while I've just been in the mood and want something that's simple, I think now I'm ready for, not complicated, but something. Well, this is going to be on, what's it on? It's on Magic Loop, which I don't use, but I thought I'd give it a go. Is it? Yeah, give it a go. It's toe up, which I don't do, and it's got mohair with it. And I think the mohair they're saying there's more on there than what is. But what I'm going to do is, I can work from toe up, so I can start and then I'll just finish at the cuff. I might start just on the foot actually and leave the toe. That would be better, wouldn't it, than the toe and the cuff. Yeah, so I'm going to wind that today. And I think is it the Sweet Shop blanket? That's what I'm going to do. I've got my yarn, so I just need to cake those up. The green lumpkin yarn, yay! I need to keep my stitch marker. Oh my word, look at that. Yeah. Oh, it's not going to stop. Right, I need to put that back in the box, otherwise I'll forget. Let me have a look and see what the time is. Oh, crumbs, sorry. Oh, right, okay. I'm going to have to say goodbye now because
It's going to be way too long. Way too long. I've had a really lovely day. I'm sorry they've only popped in a couple of times. So what we're doing tomorrow? Tomorrow, I'm going to go and pick my mum up, and then we're doing something else. But I'll tell you tomorrow, just in case Mr. Jack sees this, which he won't. And then, so we're doing that tomorrow, and then Sunday you're going to my doctor's. I've told you all that already. So I hope you have a lovely Friday evening. Oh, well, hope you have a lovely Friday evening, and look forward to speaking to you in the morning. Okay. Bye, my loves. Bye.